man. Alright, I'm sorry, fam. I put the Spreaker people on just a little bit too early. Alright, that's what I get for rushing. But y'all know I got divine conversation today, so I gotta get up and get out of here. So, but I'm about to send out the text message, and then we'll get it popping. So, I save all I got to say for that. Let's see if it's some music I could play for y'all while y'all on Spreaker. Holding on. We are streaming on all cylinders. Let's see. Let's welcome all the family into the house. Gather round, gather round, gather round, family, gather round, gather round. All right, so here we go. Drink your water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Now grab your glass for some water. Get your container of that water. Look at the container of that water. Now simply Now move your body and drink some water. Now move your body and drink some water. Stretch it out. Now move your body and drink some water. Bam. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, sip. Now move your body and drink some more. That's up. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and toast some water, my fault. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Come on. Breathe, live, move, toast. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Lift your glass. Take a sip. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Family, 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 family. We made it. We made it. It was a success. And I know some of y'all's like, oh man, the rain. Well, hell, listen. We was able to hold off the rain until about 5:40 something. And then everybody left. We had the whole inside of the building. You could have ran inside. We had a band waiting to play. We could have had them set up. Hell, we could have moved the band inside the building. But I understand oftentimes we're dealing with situations where we have no control. So when the weather happens, we just got to go or whatever. But we were in control. It was the village. And the village decided to shut down. Come on, family. Come on. We could have stayed out there until we were done. We could have set up a couple of speakers inside. DJ O Sharp was on me. He was like, yo, bro, I'll move in right now. All we need is some speakers inside. Stop. Why is you on that? Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Yes, Sasha, you got your hand up. What's going on?
And they can move the stage inside the gym.
Sasha said they could have moved the stage inside the gym. But we wouldn't even need the stage. Because at that point in time, it was enough people and it was intimate enough for us to move inside and just couldn't keep it going. But, hey, y'all left. Y'all jumped up. Rain came. I'm like, damn, when we become scared of rain? But, hey, anyway, I just wanted y'all to know that was a community choice, right? That wasn't a choice of the fam because we was there cleaning up and everything afterwards. Anyway, but I wanted y'all to know that next time we don't have to run. We just go inside. And I've been saying that, right? So family, I want to thank everybody that came out. I want to thank all the donors. Of course, y'all know we're going to have the list of all the donors that were there. Now, next level for the news magazine, right? Because the articles are due. The articles are due. Gye-Nyame Journey members, the articles are due. Hey, Clay, your article is due. So it's time for us to start pulling together the next newsletter. And of course, we're going to highlight the Malcolm X Festival. I'm going to be talking about the 21-day Nguza Cyber Challenge, which I will start tomorrow. My particular part in that is the fast. And as I think about it, I'm like, how Tim learned how to just shut up. Because I done put it out in the universe. So now I'm going to have to go and do this 21-day fast. But it's going to clean me out. I'm going to miss you, food. I'm going to miss y'all. I'm going to miss all that food. But I'm going to push through. Right? So, tomorrow we start with the water and the juice. And I'm going to have like broth, like miso broth, stuff like that for that first week. And then we're going to move into just the water, then the dry, then back to the water, then back to the juices and the broths and the water. And then the 21-day will be over. And I will be a lot thinner.
Then a lot skinnier.
A lot skinnier, as Sasha Marsh would say. So, family, of course, y'all know the lines are open. We are going to do our toast.
A lot healthier, too.
A lot healthier, too. That was Miss Marsh. I want to thank all of the people. The Gye-Nyame Journey. Listen, Gye-Nyame Journey Media, Gye-Nyame Tribe. Stand up. Stand up. Y'all did it. Tawee Village, come on now. I do have to say I have to apologize to the family because I messed up. Let me tell you how I messed up. So I put my camera on stream, and the stream was horrible. I mean, now I got some of Eddie and Mark, Eddie Baird, Mark Lomax playing. Got some of that without the skips and shit. Right? The stream was horrible, but I am mad that one, I wasn't able to get Dr. Lomax's talk. I got pieces of it. Pieces. Right? And I got to go check on YouTube and check and make sure. Family, if you did not make the talk. See, because now let me tell y'all. We set an agenda and shit happens. Right? I mean, it's like, and you know, and one of the gifts I have, I don't get all stressed out about that. I just boom, I work with it. So Eddie had to be in Indianapolis, and he still came out, and we was able to work out something where he was the player. That's why the headliner was so late. I mean, so early. So we started at 1:30. They got out and they rocked out. Now let me tell you something about the culture. So in the front row sitting next to me was an elder. I don't even know the elder's name. So I went up to the stage after they was breaking, you know, so me and Mark started talking. He said, man, you ain't telling me how long I was supposed to play, blah, blah, blah. You know, I got to get Eddie to Indianapolis, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, it's cool, man, you know, whatever. So he said, well, I'm just going to speak and I'm going to break out. I said, all right, that's cool. So he walks back on stage and the elder said, hey, what y'all doing? I mean, said to the effect that, hey, what y'all doing? He said, I know that ain't it. Mark turned around and looked at him. He said, I just gave you one more. He said, nah, we need another one. So Mark said, all right, well, since the elder demanded, the elder get another one. Boom, straight culture. You know what I'm saying? So they put on a whole nother, it went in, right? It was hot. And then Mark got up and did his conversation about music and revolution and what we need to be doing in the 21st century. And it was spectacular. Family, the pours were good. But I be running around. So I got to run around. I got to make sure. Because during then, because we're still training young people. So I got to be up on the young people. And when I'm not, one of the other brothers got to be up on the young people. And we got some young brothers. Now, in Gye-Nyame, you don't just become a brother. You got to earn your way into being brother. So we got young brothers who are really not experienced at doing stuff. So we got to turn stuff over to them slowly, right? So all of the initiates, we get money. The brothers, we didn't give money. So I talked to Cleve this morning. I said, Cleve, do you understand why you didn't get paid? He said, yes, I'm higher rank. I'm a brother now. And my work to the community has no value. I said, no. So I got to go on and talk. I got to go on and sit down and talk with all of the brothers because I don't want them to get frustrated because they're thinking that their work has no value, right? They think that their work has no value. No.
But Cleve did get paid yesterday.
Oh, yeah, kind of. There goes Sasha. It's real life here, Gye-Nyame journey. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the brothers, we're going to make sure that they straight. But the piece that they have to understand, as you start moving up in rank, right, you get more responsibility. So you have to be worried more about those that are in a sense, lower ranked than you being taken care of before you are able to take care of yourself. That's called leadership. You have to be able to take care of those that in a sense are lower ranked than you, not below you, but lower ranked than you. Got to make sure the whole organism works, right? And you're able to get your benefits from the whole organism working. That could take the shape of money. That could take the shape of respect. It takes many different shapes, right? But how you work it is how it works for you. So like I got the young brothers. I had one of them working hard. He got something coming. You know what I'm saying? Actually, two of them. You know what I'm saying? Cleve was in between playing basketball and security. I'm like, dude, when we are on duty, we are on duty. Yeah. So we got to get him through his brother phase, and and being so young, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Because like Deshaun, Shamar, a few other people started very young. So as they start getting older, they start shouldering more responsibility, right? And as they start shouldering more responsibility, they stop worrying less about the money because the lifestyle start producing your living. And I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, shit, for us in Gye-Nyame, this has been a fact. What we do has begun to produce the living. So I don't have to worry about a majority of the warriors and the nation builders because what we do is already providing us with what we need. So boom, we can go on and put money in and not really worry about it because the lifestyle has already taken care of us. And this is what culture is about. Culture is your blanket against the world. Your culture is supposed to take care of you, and you protect the culture. Let me say that again. Your culture, right? Your culture provides for you, and you protect the culture. Y'all have a symbiotic relationship. So the more you take care of the culture, the more the culture take care of you. Now, if you are involved with a culture that is just extracting payment out of you, extracting something from you without giving you something back, that is not your culture. It belongs to somebody else. All right? So I'm opening up the lines. I'm going to do the toast, but I'm opening up the lines so that we can have discussion. I got a couple of pieces that I want to cover, but then I got to get up and get out of here because we got divine conversations this morning. Anybody that want to join us, I'm thinking the time is at 10:30. Brother Kwame is on the line, so possibly he can come in or at least type up on the screen so I can read the proper time. I want to send shots out, of course, to Brother Kwame, who is a regular, a daily toaster, right? Family member, Gye-Nyame member, you know, and then we got some other stuff popping off real soon. We won't speak on it right now. And also shouts out to Gavin Webster. I was singing when you put that up. I'm doing good. How about yourself? Brother Kwame say I have to shout out young brother Kingston. That brother was putting in work and took care of me and getting me where I need to go and kept me straight with my food as well. And Kingston was so impressive. Now, I want y'all to think about this. One of the vendors came over to me and said, am I allowed to tip the young people? He saw Kingston running around them. Kingston looked at me and said, man, I am going to be the youngest brother in Gye-Nyame history. I said, well now. well now. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he was taking care of the culture. And people out there was noticing what he was doing, so the culture started taking care of him. This is what I want people to understand. Basketball is not our culture. Football is not our culture. Huh? You know what I'm saying? That's not our culture. So, family was able to pay everybody on time. We was able to, because of you. Like I said, we take care of the culture, and the culture took care of us. We got a cycle of reciprocity going here that we are going to just continuously build on, and we're going to see the manifestation at things in places like Kwanzaa and the Malcolm X Revolutionary Festival, and all the other events. We need 4 major events a year. We got 2. Kingston was holding it down. He gave us some ideas, and we made a sale when trying his idea. What? Kingston? Wait, let's get it, young. That young man gets a strike of thunder from God. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Anime. And he also gets a round of applause. Kingston, no, he set the bar high, man. He set the bar high. Listen, when that dude came up to me and said he wanted to tip Kingston, I was like, what? Yeah, yes, sir. Handle your business. So, family, when y'all see our young people out there, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got nothing but a piece of cake or candy, I don't hook them up if you see them doing what they supposed to be doing, because we have to award them. Oh, and also last night, I forgot. Gina and Sasha, come here. You ain't got to come on camera, because I know Sasha, come on. All right, you got on Minnie Mouse. I got a email last night from a lady who was watching y'all show. And she said y'all very beautiful. And she said her 4-year-old daughter loves watching y'all shows. And she can't wait for y'all to do another one. Just letting y'all know. So go on. I will show you the email a little bit later. Y'all got to remind me, because I was looking at the timeline, and they was like, oh snap. I said, Sasha and Gina doing their thing. All right, hold on. And Brother Kwame said, and yes, he has also took me around to see all the vendors. Go ahead, Brother Kingston. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the glass, and we could go continue with some of this conversation. But the Malcolm X Festival was up. The Malcolm X Festival was a great success. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Now, because family, listen, we was competing against, I understand it was, the Kappas had something yesterday. I understand There was a concert. I know some of y'all was gonna go get ready for the concert. I think it was Coco T. Then I also understand the Asian Fest was popping off on that weekend as well, and or whatever else. But yo, we 3 years in the game. 3 years in the game, and we changed the date this time. I don't know if we're gonna keep the date at that time. I was satisfied. I'm just saying, if there's competition, well, hell, bring it, cause we bringing it. We bringing it. We brought it. Listen, family. We shouts out to Eddie Baird and Mark Lomax, because the Jazz, listen, the Jazz and the history that was dropped was on point. On point. Now, I know they wasn't doing it like that nowhere else. So, listen. So, right now, I'm going to start ferreting away money and stuff like this, because I want to get a full ensemble for Jazz next year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because it's like, you know, along with other bands and stuff like that. But we need to go on in, because that right there, because I did not know. Now, I knew they was good, but you know, I mean, because I had heard whispers, you know, saxophone and a drum by itself, Brother Hotel, and I'm thinking to myself, I said, damn, how's that going? But them brothers got out there and did that thing.
Can I borrow one of your chargers?
Huh?
Can I use one of your chargers?
Go get a charger from Cleve. And if not, then I'll let you use my charger. I got my speaker plugged in. You know that speaker is junky. All right, so family. So what we're going to do, we're going to do our toast. And once again, I'm going to open up the lines. 614-556-4535. If you want to call in and if you want to sit on the line while I do the toast, you can. But I would suggest waiting for call-ins until after we do our toast. We have to celebrate our ancestors. Because once again, our ancestors showed out, family. Because if you looked at the broadcast, it was supposed to be rain. It was supposed to be rain all day. Here, until I use my speaker, Gene. When I start using my speaker, you're going to have to bring it back. Or you can just plug your stuff in right now. It says it's on full, but y'all know this speaker ain't that good. All right. But I can't remember what I was saying, y'all. Come on now. I'm trying to do my shows. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. I'm trying to be a dad and do this. Bro, I was introduced to the free jazz back at Oberlin around about 87 at our spring Kuumba celebration. A big shout out to EB and MS. That's Eddie Baird and Mark Lomax. One love, right? So, yeah, man, they brought it. So, like I said, we raising the bar every year, right? And like I said, I want to keep it to where it's free enough so we can have some expression from the crowd and people get up and mingle and talk, because for me, that's what the market is all about. We call it a festival. We call it a mall. Speaking of G&J Mall, the next G&J Mall will be on June 29th. On June 29th. So family start saving. Vendors start saving that $20. Those food vendors start saving that $30. And let's go and get it. And start helping us push this thing. Start helping us push this thing. Family, in order to keep up with everything that's going on with Gye-Nyame Journey, as well as what we call culturally relevant and culturally, what's the word? Culturally relevant and culturally, cultural stabilizing. And there's another one that culturally appropriate stuff that's popping off. We send it out on the Black Signal, and you can sign up for the Black Signal by going to and typing in, text this to me. The text number is 25456. That's the number. Type it in, your phone know what to do. 25456, text GNJ, and that will put you on the Black Signal. Now, the Black Signal just gives you overall general information, right? General information. You text that. When we got a camping trip, when there's an event popping off, like I didn't get a flyer for the Divine Conversations, But stuff like that, other events that's going to be popping off that you need to hear about, we're going to be sending them out. All right? Boom, text go out. Now, for those that want to be a participant on the Daily Toast, you text Toaster, TOASTER, to 25456. Right? Boom. That'll put you on a list where you get all the shows, you get all the events, you get everything. That's the special forces. If you just want the folk tales for grown folks, you text, I think, folk tales to 25456. And if you just want tribal quotes, you text tribal to 25456. And if I'm wrong, it'll correct you and help you get plugged in. But if you want to get plugged in everything, that's that Daily Toaster list. All right, so first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. And we say, Ashe. So, once again, before we move any farther, Divine Conversation is at 10 a.m. So I'm going to go and get through this toast, have a couple moments of a conversation with the fam, then we up and we out. All right? So we'll have a little bit more time tomorrow on Emoja because it's Labor Day or something like that, and I'm starting my fast. So we're going to be able to have a little bit more conversation time then. And like I said, if there's enough people, hell, y'all, if I check the comments and there's enough people and y'all want to do something a little bit later on today, we can. It's one of those rainy days, right? And when it dry out, me and Cleve got to get out here, set up our little thing, get our little tomatoes up, and possibly some greens out there too. But yo, family, so here we go once again, toasting the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. And family, you know what we say? Y'all know what we say, Ashe, that's right. There. From there, we move to our list of our illustrious ancestors. And once again, like this libation is a little bit different than the one I do publicly, because this one we focus specifically on our personal ancestors, family. Start building your family lines, right? If you still have elders in your life, start getting stories about the elders that were in their lives. Start putting your family line together. Start getting that wisdom from your ancestors. Come on now. We're moving into a time where we're going to need all of the wise words, all of the prayer energies that all of our ancestors working as a collective, right? Working as a collective. So when I read these names, I'm not only reading my family, I'm reading my extended family. And I kind of envision our ancestors working together, working as a tribe, because we are feeding them from our souls. We are feeding them, and they come together every day, and they are able to feast because we are putting energy out there for them. We are putting our focus on them, which gives them power, which makes them strong, which makes them be able to do things like hold off rain. You know what I'm saying? Gives them the ability to move and to help open doors that were locked for us, to help us push through difficult times and to increase the amount of those miraculous events that may pop up, those unexplainable events, that opportunities open up for us that weren't there before. Understand, family, we're not just reading these names because it's a cute thing to do. We're reading these names for our therapy as well as their therapy. We're sticking to the adage that hell for African is being forgotten, and I'll be damned if I allow my grandmother to be forgotten, at least in my family. You know what I'm saying? And if your grandmother is on my list, I'll be damned if she gonna be forgotten too. You understand what I'm saying? Because now, because you have added her, she has become my extended grandmother. She has become my spiritual grandmother. So, family, we share in this toast every day. We bring our ancestors, and I need y'all to understand that we're not playing with this. We bring them. And when they come in to assist. If you need that upliftment, they're coming, they're bringing that. If you need that encouragement, they're coming, they're bringing that. And if that war is coming, they're coming with war garb. Because I want y'all to remember one of the only, and I don't even know if it was really Marcus Garvey, but Noma was years ago. Noma he had this tape with Marcus Garvey's speech, and one of the things I remember on there is that Marcus Garvey says that when he dies, he's gonna come back with 100 million Africans in a form of a whirlwind to make sure that we are pushed on to victory. And we're carrying on that tradition because we're calling them, because when we need that whirlwind, right, because we have been getting in touch, guess what? The whirlwind is going to appear. And it's for some of us that's been doing this on a regular basis, whether you're doing it with me or you're doing it yourself, you start noticing and seeing the difference in your life. Right? I mean, like I said, these festivals and like these Kwanzas for me that we've been working on for the last, since I've been doing this, that shit is easy. Yeah, stressful moments. Yeah, it's moments where people gonna fall out, but shit. I mean, it's like boom, it's gonna happen. Don't worry about it. We pouring every day. It's going to pop off. All we have to do is do what we can. The rest, right? The rest, hey, I got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana Davis in my corner. I got Herman Brown Sr., Rosie Lee Tilley, Georgia William Walton, Kristen Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lee and Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jeannie Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Falar, Montague Pittman, L, Nomo X, Pat Mott, Rob Nickerfacour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon in my corner, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, standing up for me. I got Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley and the Luxter Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson moving through my community, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Cale Smith, Walter Smith, and Richard Triggs standing up for me. I got Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, standing up in the community, bringing people together. We got Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Argoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., whispering the secrets of the universe in our ears. We got Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, making sure that everything we touch turns to gold. Come on, family. Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey. Moving into battle before we even know it's coming for us. Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrell, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, watching out for our children. Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Tallulah Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglass Triggs Sr., Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dillimon Arias, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, surrounding you. Come on, family. William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Etta Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, knocking down the barriers before we even get to the goddamn walls. Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Prithup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Anra Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, blowing wind into the sails of our lives. Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, being the foundation upon which we stand and firming it up for us. Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth, Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Void Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwilyn and Bob Hatch, making the road smooth for us. Kimberly Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Needy Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, Willie Dallas Lewis, Mary Dawson, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, standing up for us when nobody else will and standing with us when nobody else is there. Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Avis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, turning our enemies to footstools. Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shechem Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, and Monia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, and Shelby McClendon. Family. We got an army going before us. So how can we fail at anything? We salute them every day. I need people to understand that when we do this toast, we are calling our ancestors into action. They are no longer they are no longer nouns. They are verbs now. That's words of action, words of power. Please understand the seriousness of this. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lonnie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beer, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, making sure our events are safe. Stacey Trice, Denisa Gore, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Isen, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, making sure our health is straight. We got energies working all around us, family. Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambo, family. What can stand against us when our ancestors are standing for us? When our ancestors allow us to stand upon their back? We lift up our glass in remembrance of those that made it possible for us to be who we are, through which we have come to this world. We salute them and we thank them for being there when they were living, and we thank them for being there while they are ancestors and moving in action for us, becoming words of power that every time we speak them, they are in action to work towards our good, to work towards our greatness, to move us to who we really are. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we go to the present moment. Right now, in the present moment, we are in Imani. I'm asking everybody to hunt down your Imani, family. Hunt down the Imani that's around you. Activate those reticular formations. Get out there. Let's find it. Post up pictures on Gye-Nyame Journey. Post up pictures on your timeline so we can start getting other people involved with the movement of finding what it is that we are looking for. Yeah, I ain't saying become illusionary like some of our compatriots. I'm saying finding what we could find our principles out there. They're operating out there, and we need to let people know when they are exercising these principles. Like Kingston. What principle was Kingston acting on yesterday? What principle ran and actually, in a sense, took over this young dude to get him to, on this timeline alone, two people saluted him, and then we had other people saluting him all day for his work, and he was running around with our symbol on his chest. That was dope. You can't breathe. You can't beat that. Shouts out to Sister Kim. So right now we are on faith. Harmony is the demonic principle. Trust is the principle that we teach to young people from the Millennium 7. Red is the color. Don't have a red shirt with me right now. Gender is the hermetic law of the day. Male name for the day is Quasi. Female name is Akusa. We raise our glass, keeping our pact with our ancestors and keeping our pact with our future generations by doing all that we can in this moment. Pulling on all our resources. And family, please understand, one of the major resources that we overlooked are our ancestors. Science can't explain it. If we want to explain it, then we need to train up some of our youth in using the scientific method so that they can explore the connection between us and our ancestors. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe to this moment, and we boom. From there we move on to our future, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we got to see children run around yesterday, not worrying about no foolishness. Our family, we had it locked down. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we move to all of our relations. We say Ashe. From all of our relations, family, you know what we got to do. We move to you. That selfish toast. I raise my glass to you. I salute you. And I say, my fault. I raised that for that selfish. My fault. What is it that you want? Not what I want. What do you want? Right? Ancestors are here. The Creator is here. Future generations are standing around work. What do you need in order to fulfill your purpose in this moment right now? Let's get it. We lift up our glass. We say, Ashe. From there, last but not least, family, I toast the most magnificent, spectacular, beautiful, most supportive individual in the room, and that is you. So I'm opening up the line for a couple of minutes. We toast and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family from Gye-Nyame Journey Media, Gye-Nyame Tribe, Gye-Nyame family, we wish you nothing but peace, power, and joy. Until we meet again, right? So we lift it up. I'm going to sip. We got a couple minutes. My lines are open. So, because I got to get up out of here because I got to be there at 10, but Kwame can hold it down till I get there. So I ain't going to let none of y'all pull me into no long-ass conversation. Now I'm going to try. As long as you don't say nothing crazy. But things we're going to cover tomorrow is there was an article in The Nation talking about black capitalism won't save us. I want to have a discussion about that tomorrow. We'll have a toast and talk tomorrow. And if anybody is interested in doing it tonight, y'all can post up. Be like, Brother Hatim, talk about it now. Let's talk about it tonight. We can do it. I go to the hookah shop and set up. We can have that conversation tonight. Try me, right? Because, like I said, me sitting in the living room doing this is a recent event. The majority of my recordings have been in the hookah shop, right? And I'm very proud of that, right? I also want to talk about this whole thing with Drake buying a plane. I know some of y'all gonna get upset with that because we got a lot of Drake fans out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. Because I. All right, but family, listen. All right, so you got a couple of seconds. I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds. Then y'all can let me know.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know I sent out 2 texts. I apologize. I try to watch the length of my text so I don't burden you with it. But all right, nobody calling in, so I'm about to get out of here and head to damn. Woo! Yeah, we're going to have a good fast. Man! All right, family, this is Brother Hatim. I forgot to let you know you are standing in the congregation of Mighty, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Anime, what's going on, girl? This is a Heart of a Simmer production. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. Shouts out to Sister Kim. And once again, I want to apologize to those that was watching on the live stream. Now I know what I have to do because I want to I want those that are in Gye-Nyame and really support us to get stuff right at the moment. But I can't keep giving it to you if it's not quality. So what I have to do with some of these events is I have to step out the room. I have to see how it's streaming and then decide on whether I am going to record it. Because I might need, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but I might need another device, right? Because one, One, I'm doing the podcast, which is the foundation of what we do in family. Don't get caught up on these videos. The podcast is the foundation of what we do. I'm just saying that. The podcast is the most, the podcast is the most important. All right, because you don't have to worry about looking at a picture. You can just hear the sounds. I could throw sounds out. That's what I was doing. And then somebody introduced me to, you need to do YouTube. And, we got a few people on YouTube. We got a few people, on other things. And then they introduced me to Facebook, and it got me direct access to my page. And speaking of that, on my page, I am only going to be streaming on Gye-Nyame Journey from now on. You understand? Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Thank you, Sasha. I'm going to be streaming on Gye-Nyame Journey Media, and I'm going to take Hatim out because I'm understanding there is a link that pops up or should be popping up on my timeline when I go live. Also, the same thing with YouTube. I'm going to stop streaming on Hatim, and I'm only doing everything Gye-Nyame Journey Media because that's who y'all support. You know what I'm saying? Hatim is the sidebar. Hatim, that's why, like I said, people be laughing because I spell my name with a small H because I'm a small piece of this. So I'm a boom. Hatim, I want to thank all those that's been supporting me on Hatim, but the major work that needs to be done will be done on Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Whether we're talking Facebook, whether we're talking Periscope, whether we're talking Instagram, whether we're talking Facebook, all Gye-Nyame Journey Media. So if you want this content, you're going to have to hang with us on Gye-Nyame Journey and just follow the links that pop up on my other services. All right? So family, I'm out. I got to get over here because I don't want to leave Kwame too long. And I think we're going to have a powerful discussion. So I'm taking my devices with me with my quick charger so that I can tape them if I need to. All right? Peace. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do a podcast while I'm there. So I'm gonna get my phone charged up, and I'm not gonna take a mic because the mics on these are good. Peace. I'm out.
Bye.